Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of the Curious Card, where we look at silly decks filled with interesting Pokemon and see how those decks can do on PTCGO. Now, I haven't posted a video in a while, and I'm sorry for that. I've pretty much just been booked every night since school ended, but now the quarter is starting again, so hopefully I'll be able to roll out some more videos before the new set Primal Clash hits, get everything we can out of Phantom Forces. The deck we're going to be looking at today is actually, or was actually, possible to build without any cards from Phantom Forces. However, we actually owe Phantom Forces for basically making this deck, like, I don't want to say playable, but like conceivable to maybe play again. That's because of Mega Manectric, which has been pretty much obliterating any Pyroar that has been showing up to tournaments. Pyro just has had not done well at cities, and that's just because of Mega Manectric. Does 110 damage, it's an evolution, so Pyro can't stop it, and it gets 2 energy back from discard pile. It's just an incredible card, probably the best Mega we've seen so far. So, and Pyroar was the only thing stopping Mega Heracross from taking all of the tournaments. So let's have a look at the big bad Mega Heracross, which is going to be the centerpiece of the deck for today. Mega Heracross, 220 HP, pretty beefy. Big Bang Horn is the attack, which let's take a moment to savor that. I just love Mega Pokemon attack names. That's probably like half my reason for playing any of these Megas. Wham Bam Punch, Crisis Fine. I need to make a Mega Venusaur deck sometime. But Big Bang Horn, this attack does 180 damage, minus 10 damage for each damage counter on this Pokemon. So 180 damage is a lot. That will knock out pretty much any EX that is not a Mega. And of course, that's the best case scenario. That's if Mega Heracross has absolutely no damage counters on it. And so how are we going to keep Mega Heracross healthy? Because we can't really just expect that our opponent is going to just sit back and wait for us to attack with a clean Mega Heracross. We're going to keep Mega Heracross healthy using Dusknoir, the same way we kept Crustle healthy in that very long video featuring Crustle that I posted several weeks ago. And if you watched that video, you know that the game I'm about to play, which I'm making this recording before I record that game, is probably going to be really long. I can probably already tell you that. However, hopefully it will be a little bit shorter just because Mega Heracross's damage output is twice as much as Crustle's. Anyway, Dusknoir has the ability Shadow Void. As often as you like during your turn, you may move 1 damage counter from one of your Pokemon to this Pokemon. So, kind of like a less versatile Reuniclus with more hit points. Reuniclus, of course, could move the damage counters anywhere on the field, but we don't have Reuniclus anymore. It was reprinted in Dark Explorers, but we lost Dark Explorers in the most recent rotation, so we have Dusknoir. Which isn't the end of the world. The ability is certainly good, it's just not as versatile as the damage swap ability on Reuniclus. So the idea here is we're going to move any damage counters on Mega Heracross over to Dusknoir, and then use Big Bang Horn for hopefully a knockout on an EX. In order to keep Dusknoir healthy, because obviously we can't just keep on moving damage counters to Dusknoir, because then Dusknoir will get knocked out and then we're in trouble, we have Max Potion, 3 of them. So when Dusknoir gets too much damage, we just Max Potion Dusknoir, and then keep on using Shadow Void, and keep on saving our Mega Heracross tank. We have a pretty thick line here of Dusknoirs, 4-2-4. The 2 Dusclops here being mostly for Seismitoad, though we don't particularly struggle with that deck unless it's that new Slurpuff variant. We don't particularly struggle with it, but I figure best to be on the safe side, and just for consistency. We don't struggle against Seismitoad, I should have said, just because the weakness. All of our attackers are grass, and Seismitoad is weak to grass. So, I mean, even if we can't find our Mega Heracross, we can probably just like Leaf Wallop it to death, which I'll go into these other 2 in just a second. But first, let's take a look at Heracross EX real quick. Kind of mediocre card when you consider, could have been something like, Kangaskhan or Manectric with the triple draw or the assault laser, but no, we just have guard press. 40 damage and reduce damage done to Heracross by 20 on the next turn, and Giga Power lets you do 80 or 120, and then you do 20 to yourself. So kind of mediocre, but if you find yourself backed into a corner, you really need an attacker, not the worst in the world. So looking at the other Pokemon on the deck, we have Virizion EX. Now, when this deck came out, when Mega Heracross came out in Furious Fists, I think most people who tried this deck were using Virizion EX. But that was always kind of awkward because Emerald Slash would do 50 and you get 2 energy cards onto your benched Heracross, but of course if you're Emerald Slashing you can't Mega Evolve, so on your next turn you would have to waste a whole nother turn just Mega Evolving, which is just a lot of turns just wasted. So Virizion EX is not a bad starter in here, but it's not our preferred starter. She's mostly in here just if we need some emergency energy acceleration, but mostly to block special conditions. We're already running Grass Energy, so, why not throw Virizion X in here for Verdant Wind to block the special conditions, Hypnotoxic Laser, and anything else nasty. Now the last Pokemon, which we're going to run as a 2 of, is going to be the regular Virizion from Legendary Treasures. This is actually a pretty old card. It was printed in Noble Victories, fun fact, my favorite set, and saw a little bit of play when it came out, not much since then. We're going to be using it mostly as a buffer to make sure that Mega Heracross isn't taking any extra damage at the beginning of the game, if we can manage to start with her, of course. The attack Double Draw isn't bad, draw 2 cards, and then Leaf Wallop, 40 damage, and on the next turn, Leaf Wallop will do 40 more damage, can actually deal with Safeguarders if we really need to, because otherwise this deck might have a lot of trouble with Donphan. This deck might actually have a lot of trouble with Donphan, I don't know, I haven't played against one, but hopefully less trouble with Leaf Wallop Virizion. So that's all the Pokemon. The trainer line, we've already talked about Max Potion. Supporters are going to be 4 in for Juniper, 1 Skyla, which may look weird, but it's actually pretty useful with VS Seeker. Just if you're looking for that last Max Potion, you just VS Seeker for Skyla, and there you go, you've got it. Our search line is, oh wait, I didn't finish the supporters. 3 Chorus, just because I don't like Shauna, or really any of the other draw supporters right now. I don't know how I feel about that new Professor Birch's observation, or whatever it is that's coming out in Primal Clash, but for now, Chorus is the 3rd best draw supporter, and so we're just gonna run him, not Shauna, never Shauna. We've got 2 Lysander and 2 VS Seeker, seems pretty standard in decks these days. Search line is just gonna be 4 Ultra Ball and 1 Evo Soda. Now, this probably wouldn't be a terrible deck to run Fan Club in, but I feel like Ultra Ball is kind of just the better choice in here. There's a lot of different evolution Pokemon that we need in here. We don't particularly worry about Seismitoad EX just because we can hit that for weakness. So, even if they are Quaking punching us, we can just hit them for weakness and, knock them out that way, assuming we can find, one of our basic grass Pokemon. So I think 4 Ultra Ball should be sufficient. And then, of course, the 1 Evo Soda. Just search your deck for a Pokemon that evolves from one of your Pokemon on the field and put it on that Pokemon. We have a lot of evolutions in this deck. The Mega Heracross, the Dusclops, the Dusknoir. And so I don't think I've ever drawn this card in this deck and not needed it, not used it immediately. So it's a pretty good one up in here. We've got the 4 Rare Candy, of course, to go from Duskull to Dusknoir. 3 switching cards, 2 Switch and 1 Escape Rope, because your opponent's favorite game is going to be Bring Out the Dusknoir, and if they don't knock it out, it's going to be on you to find a way to retreat that 3 retreat cost bad boy. So what else we got? One Megaphone, because of course Garbodor is going to give us some problems. Though, fun fact, Wobbuffet does not give us problems. Wobbuffet only shuts down non-psychic Pokemon abilities, and Dusknoir happens to be psychic, so go Dusknoir. I think that's everything. Of course, Dowsing Machine is going to be our A-Spec. You could probably do computer search in here. There's not like a, maybe even like Gold Potion in here. There's a variety of A-Specs you could use. We're going to go with Dowsing Machine just in case we need to grab that last max potion, or a rare candy, or Lysander to get an EX knockout, or that last Megaphone, something like that. So Dowsing Machine, I think, is going to be the best of the A-Specs. I haven't really tested the other ones, but I just suspect that it will be. So that's all the cards. 10 Grass Energy. Probably enough to get the job done. Probably more than enough to get the job done. I just like not missing energy drops, so we've got a good many in here. So let's have a look at the deck in action on PTCGO. Alright, going up against Andufizdial. I didn't see all that. Oh, no, it's there. Andufizdial. Nope, I got it right the first time. Alright, gonna go Tails. Tails never fails. What? Except for that one time. Alright, starting out with lots of trainers. Can't start out like that. Double Leaf Wallop. I love it. Let's do both. Yes. That was probably not smart, but we're gonna do it. Uh-oh. Going up against Black Kyurem. This could be one of two things. This could be a classic Blastoise list, or it could be the kind of newer Mega Manectric version. We may see soon if they bench something. Yep, Battle Compressor. That makes me think it is the Mega Manectric version. Unfortunately, our hand now is terrible. Fortunately, we do have Double Draw Virizion active, so we can do Double Draw and get some cards and hopefully draw into some basics, because we do not have those. We just have evolutions in our hand. Man, a Fan Club would be outstanding right now. Maybe I should consider playing that. So we do see a Battle Compressor. Probably just getting rid of energy over here. Let's have a look. Mystery card. Reveal yourself. Go. That usually works. Oh, there we go. So water energy. That's exactly the same. What? No. Oh, wait. Heart Gold Soul Silver. Call of Legends. That's why. Very different. All right. We're going to not Colress for one, because you should never do that. We're going to put energy on Virizion and double draw. Boom. Got an Ultra Ball. Got an N. I'm all right with that. So next turn we'll Ultra Ball for the Heracross. Attach energy. I don't know if we'll play the N. We'll have to see what my opponent's board position is at that point. Definitely better to Mega Evolve sooner than later. We're actually very fortunate that my opponent put that Float Stone there, because if it's a Muscle Band, Black Ballista actually does one-hit KO Mega Heracross. So glad there's a Float Stone. So we do see the Manectric coming out there. We got end into not a great hand until we just top decked a Mega Heracross, so I will take that. We'll put down an energy. Do I want to... I don't know if I want to play Colress or not here. It's not a terrible hand, but it could certainly be better. Let's play it safe. Let's Skyla for Evo Soda, so we've got something to work with next turn. And we'll just double draw, hopefully draw an energy. That would be the best thing. We did not get that. We did draw the Mega Heracross, however, which is not what we wanted, because we already had Evo Soda. We got that just for you, Mega Heracross. A tasty soda to be drunk. And you did not appreciate it. Oh, we did top deck the Dusknoir, so that's great. We have the rare candy just for that. Sorry, Dusclops, maybe another time. And we will... I wonder if it's better to play the Evo Soda here just to get the other one out of my deck. Yeah, let's do it. Get the Mega Heracross and put it down, and boom. Done. I guess we could have done some Shadow Void shenanigans, but oh well. Hopefully we don't get Black Ballisted somehow this turn. That would be very disappointing. Because right now we would be knocked out by that. So we can't attack for another couple turns. Oh no, Shadow Void, no! Okay, maybe it's a good thing we didn't put that out, because he's about to be, I assume, assault lasered. Such a vicious attack for 60 damage. See, double colorless going down. That's weird. So we'll drop another Duskull here so we can chorus for more. Drop a switch into the... we can't attack this turn, so let's just go into Virizion so we can double draw again. And then we will chorus for 5 and not get an energy. Let's see. Do we want to go ahead and use Shadow Void and Max Potion is the question. I say we do it. Let's be a little conservative here. And yeah, let's just go ahead and play Max Potion, frustrate my opponent, and double draw, hopefully get an energy. No energy. Okay. Well, we have an Ultra Ball. We can grab something, maybe a Dusclops or something to fill out our bench so we can chorus for a little bit more. My opponent appears to be dead drawing pretty badly, which is great for us because we need more time. We're going to play Ultra Ball, Lysander, get that in the discard pile, and Chorus. Definitely don't want to discard those VS Seekers because, you know, those can be anything later. We will grab... Let's just go ahead and grab Duskull. We need a lot of these. This will round out our bench nicely. So, Chorus, Energy, Rare Candy, Dusknoir. That's much more like it. And we will go ahead and double draw, see if we can grab an energy this time. That would be cool. Got it. Okay, so that was a very good turn. We're just going to let that Virizion get knocked out. We care about it a lot less than the Dusknoir, so... Oh, okay. He's just going to Mega Evolve to protect himself from Mega Heracross. I respect that. However, he needs to respect that I think that Black Kyurem is tasty over there, and I think I have a Lysander and an appetite for Black Kyurems at the moment. So we're going to drop that down, retreat to Mega Heracross, VS Seeker for the Lysander, and eliminate the Black Ballista threat on the bench. Go, Big Bang Horn, 180, no questions asked. Goodbye, Black Kyurem. 2 prizes. Hey, there's Max Potion. So we will be Turbo Bolted this turn. He does top deck a Juniper there, which is unfortunate, but he was kind of overdue for a supporter, so kind of glad we got one, because otherwise this would be a kind of boring game. Now, we'll see what this Ultra Ball goes for. Mystery card, the best card to Ultra Ball for. I suspect it might be another Black Ballistic Kyurem, because a Muscle Band with that would be ideal here. I guess we'll just have to wait. Okay, it's Mewtwo. That's not so bad, I suppose. It's a very large effort to knock out a Mega Heracross. So, we do get Turbo Bolted. We will use Shadow Void over and over and over and over and over until we have no damage on us. That is what we will do. This is, if you remember from the Crustle video, a very long process. Bear with me. One of my biggest fears is I'm going to click one too many times and knock out Dusknoir. We still have 10 left. Let's go ahead and get 10 from the Virizion, and then Max Potion all of that off. Make my opponent very happy, I'm sure. I hope the game lets me do that. Okay. We don't want to end. That would be the worst thing. So we're going to Juniper and look for another Lysander soon. Probably don't want to deal with that Mewtwo later, because if it gets too many energies, we're just going to be in trouble. So we do get a Dusclops. We'll throw that down. Another energy. Nah, we'll just keep that. And we will Big Bang Horn for lots. 180, but not, like I said, not quite enough to knock out a Mega. So we'll see what this Mewtwo can... Oh no! Lysander is going to be going away, and X-Ball is going to be ruining our day, unless we can top deck something amazing here right now. Let's see if he has any energy in here. He does have plenty of energy. Man, we may be in a lot of trouble next turn. So 110 damage to the Mega Heracross and more energy onto the Mewtwo. We've got to get something right now. Oh my gosh, we got VS Seeker. That is huge. Oh, I'm not. This is not a pre-recorded game. I was literally hoping on hope that I would draw that, and we did. And we have the Dusknoirs on the bench to completely heal our poor Heracross. I would not be surprised if our opponent scooped after this, because I really don't see much of a way to come back from this. Dusknoir, 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 Dusk, 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 Dusk. Shadow Void over and over. I'm not really paying attention to where I put these. Maybe I should. We're going to go ahead and Ultra Ball away these. Get a Dusknoir to fill out our bench nicely. And then, that's when I kind of expect my opponent to scoop. Ooh, VS Seeker for the Lysander. Come here, Mewtwo. Big Bang Horn. 180. Got him. My opponent's like, oh my gosh. I tell him it's a top deck. Sure, that'll make him happy. And he's left with a Mega Manectric. Not much to do here. 30 hit points. We can actually Big Bang Horn and just knock him out even without moving the damage. I really cannot fathom what my opponent can do here. Yeah, he's just going to concede, seeing the writing on the wall. So, Mega Heracross, fun deck. Not great against Megas. Not great against Fire. But otherwise, a lot of fun. If you like tank decks, this is something you should try out. Also, if you like Heracross, this is something you try out, because his is actually not too bad. So, that was the Mega Heracross deck with Dusknoir as his trusty sidekick. I will have some more videos out for y'all, hopefully very soon. I am Calvin from the Curious Card, and I will see y'all in the next video.